Amazing. So, can anyone remember what we did last time?
Killed some
Save
orcs.
Dan.
You did save Dan.
We set
That's all Tom
fireworks
remembers.
off. Tom did some sort of crazy grease explosion.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Yes.
Cast
Yes, it
grease
was.
on a fire.
That's the Boulders manoeuvre, that is.
Yep.
Yep, there was a lot of orcs who had infiltrated a village. You had rescued the villagers, and now you are, well, you'd gone after chasing a frenzied dwarf, who I assume you're all escorting everyone back to Nepenthe.
I believe that was the plan.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
it'll take
believe
me a
so.
few minutes. Take me a few minutes to catch up because I was hanging around at the camp for a little
Killing
while.
people.
Well, you guys
That's
don't know what
right.
I was doing.
That's right. That was worrying. I did
Jamming
wonder.
corpses into the bag of holding.
No, living orcs.
Living
that
creatures into the
that
bag of
were
holding.
blinded or something.
They were so
Paralysed
sick.
by the hypnotic gaze, weren't they?
Yeah, paralyzed.
That's always a good start. So, when you head back to Nepenthe, is there anything in particular that you would like to do while you're there?
Find my notes, that'd be nice.
I'm just trying to find where all my maps are.
We're trying to find our notes as well, don't you worry.
On the journey back, obviously sat on Nebula, I think Alethea would be recasting Trailblazer for the God knows how many times, you murderers.
Maybe.
We do love Trailblazer. Let me move you all back to the town square.
But I also would imagine I would walk with Alethea and be teaching her a bit more dwarvish.
Yes,
She wanted to
yeah.
learn some.
Whilst we're still comprehending languages and then beyond.
Letting anybody learn any dwarvish if they wish to listen.
Do you have any examples that you'd like to share with us, or are you still working out the details? Or is it more of a written thing?
No, to begin with, it was just going to be some basic things. So I had told her, just to remind her that Tela Yog Water is close your eyes in Dwarvish, which is something we need for hypnotic pattern. And just general hello, thank you. You know, the things that we all think we could speak when we go to a foreign country, and that means we are fluent.
And then you just end up speaking slower and...
So we say, hi, thank you,
2
bye,
beers.
another beer, please.
2 beers.
Amazing. So,
Yes.
is Dwarvish Spanish?
Sí, por favor.
That would make life so much easier.
Would it though? Not for me.
Well, yeah, because I can teach you all simple Spanish phrases.
Very true. Well, you're learning owl.
Who?
So as not to be owl racist.
Ooh la. Ooh la.
Who said that? Okay, so when you arrive back in there, back into Nepenthe, I'm sure Vonweg will take Gilmert off to go and lay down and try and recover from the weird orcish killing frenzy that he got himself into. Is there anything anyone else would like to do? I would estimate the time of day now would be early mid-evening, and it's midsummer that this all happens, so it's still fairly light and very warm.
I would like to, if I could sneak away or just walk on in, I would like to go to is it Thog's Exotic Eats?
Yes.
Before we go, do we have a rendezvous for meeting back up?
Not yet.
Well, shall we say 2 hours at the tavern?
2 hours at the tavern sounds fine with me.
Awesome.
Okay. Anybody else want to go anywhere? Or are you just going to sit?
Alethea's going to go to see Fog, but she's going to purposely wait till after Balfour. In fact, as soon as Balfour's heading that direction, people start scattering. Alethea's going to cast Disguise Self on herself.
Oh, sneaky. What's she disguising herself as? Can you give us a picture?
It's just going to be, in fact, it'll just look like a mother.
Okay. Very cute.
Just a regular human middle-aged lady.
Smart choice. Cool. Okay, well, I'll move you all onto the map for visibility. So, as Balthor enters Thogs, is anyone else coming along, or is it just you?
Balthor's trying to go alone.
Right.
So even if people wait, I'll meet you in 2 hours. I've just got a few things to take care of. Tom, maybe you should make sure Dan's okay.
I don't know what Tom would want to do. Probably just follow Dan wherever Dan goes. Makes sense.
Dan's feeling a bit shook up and he's kind of hungry and tired, so maybe Dan already heads to the tavern just to go and kind of
Tom will
chill.
go there because I have no RP that I want to do for any reason. So Tom will just go and wait in the tavern with Dan.
Cool. Well, I hadn't anticipated this taking long, so let's carry on through it. Balthor, you enter Thogs, and as always, there is a fire roaring, even though it is midsummer. It smells of exotic and tasty smelling unusual things that you may or may not have smelt before. And there's a few patrons eating various concoctions and a huge open kitchen where Thog stands over a bowl of something.
Thog. Is there anywhere we could talk in private, please?
Oh, it's kind of private.
I need it to be very private. I don't want anyone overhearing the business I'm bringing to you.
All right. So he will check that everything is cooking to the levels he wants it to, and follow him into my office, which is just hanging out the back of the shop, I guess.
So I'll follow him, and how much would you pay for 3 orcs? Good meat on these orcs.
Hang on one moment.
Isn't Thog an orc?
I was just double checking. Thog is a half orc.
Oh, I thought you said he was a ogre before. So I thought he was an ogre. So if he's a half orc, I wouldn't go and ask him.
You know what?
How much do you want to pay to cannibalise some orcs?
No, I was sure he was I thought he was an ogre. That's why he was eating all manner of strange
You know
things.
what?
Doesn't matter,
I'm quite happy to do that because I did want him to be a vastly different character, and I hadn't decided on the situations with that. So yeah, I'm happy to make him an ogre. Well, half ogre, let's say. So what are you offering?
And if there's no one else looking, no one else can see us, I'm just gonna pull like 3 corpses out of the bag of holding, put them on the ground, keep the weapons, whatever weapons and stuff they have on them, I will leave in there, including the chieftain. If he's got anything of any value, I'll take any valuable goods on it. Meat, good orc meat.
This is unusual. Don't often get this. Don't often get much call for it. It's controversial, if you follow me.
If you don't want it, it's okay. I'll take it. I just thought you like exotic food.
I mean, I'm not saying I can't move it. All right. I'll if we keep it between us, I'm sure I can. Well, I'm sure I've got patrons that would be interested in this. What you after?
Whatever gold you think is a fair price.
Oh, I don't know. Don't know what to price up for an ogre. 20 gold each.
Bye by me.
All right then. Let me go.
Doesn't seem like a lot.
Well, if a chicken is like what they say 1 gold piece or something, there's a lot of meat on Orc, so I'd imagine get a lot. Like how much would half a cow be?
I literally have no idea.
So, but no, I was going to accept whatever his first offer was anyway, and just there's a slog. I'll be in soon, but please don't serve this to me or any of my friends, please.
Don't worry, I'll make sure you get the good stuff. Or whatever you think is good stuff, because I think most stuff is good stuff. All right, if you want to put the stuff in my storage, he's got like a gesture to a cabinet freezer-esque thing that's full of it's full of hunks of just questionable stuff.
It's just a big box with a load of ice in it.
Yeah, and chunks.
It's a big ice chest.
I'll take the bodies in there, and if there's any hooks on the wall, he will hook these bodies on. I mean, they've all been in the bag of hoarding for the whole travel, so they would have all suffocated by now.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, they would have done by now. Yeah, that's cool.
And then that's it. I will leave. Borg. It was just I wanted a way to get rid of the bodies.
That's fine. He will
without anyone realising what I was doing.
And he will pay you. Was it 3 of them you had?
Yes.
Pay you 60 gold for the pleasure. Nice doing business with you. Thank you for thinking of Thog. And if you see anything else that you need disposing of, I'm sure we can come to other arrangements.
If anybody was interested, according to the website Farm to Table, you can buy half a cow for 1,500 quid.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, no, this wasn't a monetary thing. This was...
No, I was interested when you said how much is half a cow, so I googled it.
Cool. So
on Balfour's way out, a timid-looking, well-robed lady is going to be walking in the door.
Cool.
Question: what form did Trailblazer take when you?
It's an owl. It's going to be on his arm.
Okay. Would
an
I
owl that you recognise is as Trailblazer.
Would I recognise it? Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Would I recognise this owl?
Are you just racist?
Perception? Oh, you could be just racist. There does seem to be a lot of
all
racism.
Owls are the same.
Yeah, you can spot the intricacies of the pattern. Both of you are well aware. You're very
rather
perceptive.
than an owl, isn't it? So
it turns out Alithia creates Trailblazer to have a big sign around its neck that says Trailblazer on it.
Alithia has created Trailblazer to have an elaborate set of markings.
Racing stripes.
Yes. And Baltha, you do recognise Trailblazer.
Respecting Alethia's privacy, though, Baltha will notice that. But
did you know Alithia could do this?
He knows she's a spellcaster, so it wouldn't shock him seeing any kind of magic from Alethia. So I recognise that, but I will not say I'll do anything else. I will just walk out and walk to wherever Balthazar's headed next.
Awesome.
Which I'll work out enough Craig and how to do anyone else.
So Alithia walks into the same arrangement. You can hear Thog now tunelessly whistling and having a and you can hear some odd chopping in like the back area behind the kitchen.
Excuse me, Thog.
Oh, give me a moment. I'll be right with you. And a minute or so later, he comes out just like wiping some grimy-looking hands on his apron with some unquestionable juices. How can I help you?
I don't know if it's any value to you, but I've found this smelly cheese. I believe it might be orcish.
Well, it's orc go today, isn't it? If it doesn't rain, it pours.
What do you mean?
Well, just a little joke. So what have you got there? You got some lovely stinky cheese?
Yes. I've recently acquired some. It's not to my taste, but I thought you were a man of variety.
I do have a discerning palate. Can I have a whiff?
Certainly. And here's the cheese.
You hand it over. That is a ripe bouquet. I would be very interested in this cheese, and if you've got any more, because I'm sure I will be able to shift this quite easily.
No, I'm afraid that's all I have for the moment, but I will sure to keep you in mind if you'd like to buy this what I have off me.
Yeah, will do. What are you looking for it?
Oh, I mean, I thought this was a especially great variety of cheese. I was thinking at least it was 25 gold for it.
Oh
What
no,
did you
not for
think?
cheese. No, love. No,
Okay.
that's a lot for cheese. I mean, orc cheese is rare, and this is a pretty good one, but not 25 gold's worth.
No,
I
make me an
mean,
offer.
you look like a sweet sort, and if you can keep your eyes open for me, then all right. How about 5?
Oh, I mean, I'd be doing you a massive favour with 5. How we go 10 gold.
10 gold for cheese. Oh, you having me on here? I'm starting to wonder if I'm getting done. If this is some sort of setup. Is this just normal cheese? Just normal orc cheese? It's not like hot cheese or anything, is it? I'm not going to be on the hook for anything odd. I mean,
Never
not
heard of
saying
hot cheese, but
not saying I'm not into
Fondue.
the other stuff. Fondue. All right, 7. Just because I like your guile.
okay. I'll call it 7.
All right, 7 then, and you keep old Fog right in your thoughts when you're out and
I
about.
will.
And if you've got anything else interesting, I'll be more than happy to hear for it.
Thank you very much for pleasure doing business, Fog.
Yeah, and he takes a cheese, gives it a big old whiff, and be like, "Oh yeah, that smells proper rancid," and carries on whistling.
Leaf will be leaving.
Not staying for anything. Can I offer you some complimentary spider's legs?
I'm afraid I must make a dash to the Emporium before it closes.
All right then. Well, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for thinking of Fog. And
Thank you.
disappears back out the back again with your stinky cheese.
I just love that Alithia got basically 1/3 the price that Balthor got for a whole orc for one bit of cheese.
Now, what's one thing you know about me? I am not good at math. And for some reason, most of my orcs ended up being very Essex. So, anyone else want to do anything else?
I'd like to go into my uncle if possible.
Of course. Let me remember where that is. So many maps.
Well, it doesn't need a map.
Oh, I know, but okay. So, you head over to there he is. I see him now.
Uncle Will.
To Uncle Wilbur. And he is, as always, sat on his bench, working away, doing what he always does.
We'll go through the usual pleasantries that you always have to go through.
Nice
And
to see you.
then,
Good to be visiting often. You seem to be here a lot. Anything up? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you eating? That kind of stuff.
yeah, exactly. We'll go through all that, and then I'll sit there and go, Uncle Wilbur, how's my wind chime coming along?
Oh, very, very well, my dear. Very well. I'm taking some extra time and consideration over this for you. Might need
I'll
another
be
day
sure
or
to
so.
bring more to add to it.
You got what? Sorry.
I'll be sure to bring more to add to it shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. You start
What?
thinking of more designs you want. Was it a dolphin you wanted?
It can be.
I can't remember what it was you wanted.
We only said a wind chime. We never actually went on a
Well,
theme.
you give me a theme or a design, and then we can sort out something for you.
That's fine. And you know these meteor shards that have been coming around? You know much of them?
I mean, I know that something big crashed into Stormholt, but I've not
Who do you
seen.
think's the best? Who do you think knows the most about it?
I'm not sure. I bet they're investigating it over there. But why'd you ask?
Because between me and you, I found these arrows that have got them on, and everything was a bit hush hush with them. So I was just wondering
Can I have
if
a look?
anybody could tell me out about them.
Can I have a look at him?
Yeah, of course you can. And I'll pull out one of the arrows.
Okay, so you hand it over and he has a look at it. And when he looks at detail, he can see that it's not very well made. It looks like a very, very rough design, like it's someone's first attempt at putting these things together. So the shaft and the arrows, the flight of the arrow is pretty standard, but it's like someone's cobbled together this head on the arrow. It's not particularly great. And he looks at it and goes, well, it's not carved very well. It's not been shaped great. And he and it's like he gets like a little electric shock from it. Not enough to cause a lot of damage, but it's like, that's nasty. Is this tipped with something? Is that poison or something on it?
It's whatever's come off them meteors that are hitting the place.
And he kind of taps it a bit and has a look to see what
Just be careful, please. Be careful.
All right, well, thanks for that. But he's looking to see kind of how hard this rock is to sculpt, what comes off it, and he taps it and he notices there's like a fine dust that comes off this that kind of looks a little bit like glitter, only a little bit more deadly. And he's like, well, this doesn't look good. Where did you say you find these?
Just here and there.
You need to...
Come on, Uncle Robert. You know I can only tell you so much. I trust in you and tell you more than anybody else.
Well, maybe I shouldn't ask, but I don't like the look of this. This looks like someone is working on making these. Doesn't look like good quantity. How many did you find?
Just two.
Just two. All right. Well, you steer clear of these arrows and these shard things.
Okay, so what are you going to do with that one?
Maybe I'll put it in resin or something, or destroy it somehow if you don't want it back. That is.
Just please be very, very careful with it. I've seen the damage these things can do, even just a littlest bit.
Yeah, well, he will kind of treat it very carefully. He's like, it looks really unfinished, like someone hasn't properly shaped this or treated it. So
that's fine. I'll make sure the other one's disposed of too.
That'll be lovely.
All right, well, I better go. We have to going to meet for some drinks, probably bump into Jocelyn, and then I'll be back next time I'm in town. I'll come see you. You know I will.
Okay, you bring me more stuff for your wind chime, and you let me know what you want it to look like, and I'll finish designing it for you.
Thanks, Uncle Wilbur.
No worries, my dear.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, thanks. Bye. Love you. Anybody else for anything?
No, I'm okay.
Hi, Baltha.
I would like to go to the magic show. You know, the lady who sent us on the mission. I can't remember her name. I'm looking through my notes.
What mission?
Well, we went to go get the chest for.
Oh,
the Emporium,
Euphemia.
the sisters.
Emporium. Yes.
Euphemia and Valorius. The Arcane Emporium. That's the one. No, come on. I'm trying to... There we go. Just you, Baltha, or anybody else tagging along?
Very much similar. I'll be heading there, but not one. Probably after Balfour's just been to Fogs.
And I'm going to notice Trailblazer, so I'm going to think she's following me.
I'm just going to bow out for a minute and go and turn the kids' TVs off so they got to sleep.
No worries.
But yeah, if I walk in and just go over, what's the name of the people here? Can you remember?
Yep, there's
there they are.
Euphemia and Valorius.
So I'll walk in and all right, ladies, got something I want to sell.
So they, as you enter, there's a little chime that goes off in the way that shops do, and this place smells like heavy of incense, and it's very dark and atmospheric, which is not really a way to describe an atmosphere, but you get what I mean.
Yes.
And the two tieflings are talking amongst themselves, and they both turn as you enter.
Got something I want to sell if you're interested, ladies.
Well, welcome to our shop. And they look at each
Thank you.
other, and Euphemia will nod, and her sister disappears. And Sue will say, "Hi, how can I help?"
I will take a second. I'm going to take my boots off
Unusual, but I like it.
and just plonk them on the counter in front and say, I'm interested in selling these boots, please.
And she'll kind of peek over. Are you sure you don't need any boots?
I've got some normal boots in my bag. These are magic boots, but I think I could do with the money rather than these boots.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's fine. And she will have a look at what you've of what you put down. So, what's the quality of these boots like? What do they look like? You've been on an adventure with them, so are they still brand new with a little sparkle, or are they a bit destroyed?
I've had them for a few, at least maybe a week or a few days, at least a week, I think. They look worn, but I'd say they're still in good condition.
Okay. So she'll pick them up, have a look. I'm sure I could make use of them. What are you looking for?
Well, I know you've got to make some money too, so shall we say 2,200?
Whew, that's pricey. These better be some snazzy boots. And she will look at them and be like, I mean, they are pretty. Can I offer you anything in part exchange for them? Or do you just need the cash?
I'm looking to get some better armor, so if you've got any better armor, I'd be interested. But if not, I could just go pick some up from the blacksmiths and...
I mean, I don't have any standard armor, but we could offer in. I do have sources for getting hold of things if you want them. I'm sure we could come to some arrangement.
I would like to leave with the item today or the money. I don't know when I'll be back in Nepenthe.
Oh, I see. That's a shame. How about 2,000? I mean, these are a little bit worn, a little bit muddy around the edges. I can see a couple of scuffs on here. They're not brand new magic items, which there is a depreciation on them. I'm sure you will appreciate. Appreciate. You see what I did there?
Yeah, very funny. How about we meet in the middle? 21.
Okay, 2,100. I like you.
Just put his hand out, we're expecting the deal.
Okay then, 2,100. That was the price. Yes, okay, we can do that.
So I will sell my boots of Winterlands.
Mm-hmm.
Put on some my normal boots that I put in my bag of holding after I've got these, and then if I have anything else to sell, I know where to come.
Yes, please. My door's always open to you.
So I will see you soon, Euphemia.
Okay. And she takes the boots out the back.
And then we don't have to role play this one out, but I'm just going to go to the blacksmith and see if I can just buy some standard plate armor.
Yep.
So
if you want to,
I think
cost up the standard plate and whatever you
I
want.
think it's 1,900 or something, but I'll check for you.
That's cool.
As Balfour walks out,
And I will walk out, and do I see this woman?
with Trailblazer.
So this time I'm just gonna nod and just keep on walking.
And you enter to see Euphemia with her back to you, and she is just investigating these boots.
Is Valorous there?
She's not presently in your sight, no.
Okay.
You could ask for her.
I don't think we should go to that much. So in Infernal, she'd say, "Hi, Euphemia. I don't suppose you've had any new spell scrolls arrive at all.
And she'd had her back to you, just investigating, and you start speaking Infernal, and she whips around. It's not a language she hears very often, not round these parts anyway. And her eyes go wide, and she's like, well, it's not often I'm surprised. That's an interesting accent you've got there, my dear. I've not seen you round here before.
Oh, yeah. You have. I'm just not my normal self today.
How mysterious! I adore it. What were you after?
I'm not flush with cash, so I've probably got if you've got anything that's not too powerful, I could probably afford that.
Let me have a look. I don't have these necessarily to hand. Let me see now. How about... I don't have a lot in, but if you're interested in some kind of deal, I could sort you out with something.
Okay, what deal did you have in mind?
I mean, you could keep a lookout for anything interesting for me. I have people who have needs and wants, and I'm sure I could send you things to look out for if you're interested. And if you find things for me, I can find things for you.
Right. I mean, is it
Say?
going to be like those crates on that ship? Because everyone else wasn't very happy with that.
Who wasn't happy with that? I was deliriously happy with that. My patron was very happy with that. So, oh, I see now. Now I place the voice. You are that delicious treat, aren't you? It doesn't suit you wearing this.
I was just wanted to
Never be
not
afraid.
be myself for a while.
Never be afraid of what you look like, my dear. Never be afraid of that. Okay. Sometimes being different is fun.
It's always been different.
I know.
If you let me know what it is you need me to look for.
How about I have a couple of spells here. Now, one, I can sell you for whatever the price spells go for. I've got a spell called Knock. If you're interested in that one, you could buy that. Or I've got another one called Tiny Servant, which I always find deliriously fun. That one I might need some assistance with.
Yeah, let me just check my pennies to see if I can afford them, because I can't actually remember what level Tiny Servant is. Third. No, I can't afford that. Knock. Can afford Knock.
Okay. So you just want to buy Knock?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I don't mind having a look for other things if there's things you need me to find.
Oh, I'm sure I could may I send you a raven with some requirements, and you can keep a lookout, because if I remember, you adventurers, aren't you? You and that.
I mean, I seem to be leaving the keep a lot more than I was planning to, but yes.
I know that I have some things that people will probably require of me. Can I send you a list at some point? Let me amalgamate my sources together. Where are you heading off to?
I'm not sure where they're saying yet. We've only just got back, but I'm sure we'll be heading out soon.
Are there any places that are on your agenda? Because it could help narrow down what I'm looking for.
No, I don't make the decision. I listen to what the others say. They all know what we need to do.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, maybe once you do know where you are, you can drop me a raven, and then I can reply to you.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you very much for the spell.
Amazing. I'll wait to hear from you.
That Leafy will leave
Awesome.
with her spell.
I'm not quite sure how much that costs, but we will deal with that differently. Cool. So, anybody got anything else that they would like to do or say, or are you meeting back at the tavern?
I've sent you a quick message, but there's no urgent rush to get back to it.
Oh, at the tavern. Oh, I see. I don't have a map for anything else. Sorry, what was that, Hayes?
I've sent you a message, but there's no rush to get back to it.
Bear with. Yes, I can do. I don't have anything to hand now, but I'm making lists of things,
Perfect.
so I will deal with that after this. Anybody else? No?
No, but if everyone else is meeting at the pub inn,
Yep.
Alethea will be going straight to bed and not meeting everyone.
That's fine. So I can't remember. There's some areas in Stormholt. I think they've got some trainee accommodation, or you do have accommodation at the pub if you wanted.
I think she'll be used to a room at the at Stormholt.
Cool. Okay, so have you told anyone of this, or are you just disappearing?
Nope.
No,
Just
okay,
disappearing.
that's fine. So everybody else is gathered at the pub. It's probably late evening now. Is there anything you want to discuss before moving on or having a rest?
I'm just drinking. Drinks on Mila.
Cool.
Where's Alethea? She was told the rendezvous.
I will look around for an older human woman, seeing if I can see that person in the bar.
No, there's no one who matches the description that you need.
I don't know where
Apart
she
from
is.
one who's sat now next to you.
Very strange.
Sorry.
So if there's anything else you want to discuss or sort out, or did you just want to head off to bed?
I personally would want to find Alethea, so I won't be going to bed.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm assuming Jocelyn would be in the tavern at some point because
Yeah.
she's a
Yeah.
bit of an alchemist. So I'd probably just be sat catching up with her for a few hours before going to bed.
That's cool. Can do. I'm guessing Tom is just sitting watching whatever Dan does.
Probably, yeah.
Cool.
Unless Valthor wants help trying to find Alethea, at which point he would probably say bye to Dan and then go help find Alethea.
Mm-hmm. And David, are you kind of starting the party, drinking, or just chilling?
He's just gone to sort the kids out, sorry.
Cool, no worries. He's just chilling with the rest of you.
He's going to drop the kids off at the pool.
So, Balthor, I'm sure you all know that you have a place to stay at the tavern, or that you have a place to stay at Stormholt. So, you are more than welcome to put two and two together and try and find Alethea. I don't think she's being particularly maliciously elusive.
No, I mean, Valpo's first spot would be to go at least maybe towards Shay anyway, knowing Alethea holds her in high regard. So
Yes.
if that accommodation is around that area, then
And Shay will
I will,
point
yeah.
you in that direction. You know the room
I
she
don't know
always
where.
has.
Tom, I don't know where Alethea is. She should be here. I just want to make sure nothing's happened to her.
I'm sure I saw her wander by early. I think she browsed by the library as normal before heading up to her usual room, the third on the left, down there.
I will go and knock on the door.
Not Alethea. Not Alethea. Not Alethea.
That's Tom.
Hello, come in.
Tom would be more likely to just kick the door in.
Calm down, Tom. This is Alethea's room. We don't want to break anything.
Tom puts his cannon away.
Poor Dan, anytime he has to go for a shit and disappears out of your view for more than 30 seconds.
But Dan, where have you got? Kicking in toilet door after toilet door to try and find it.
Just find Alethea in her room. Books abound, and the only thing you notice is as soon as you walk in, she'll make a beeline to grab Trailblazer to bring close towards her.
But you look like Alethea now.
Yeah, that looks like Alethea now.
So you saw
Yeah, is there something wrong, Balfour?
We were supposed to meet in the inn. You disappeared without telling us where you was. I was a little worried about you.
Oh, sorry, I got lost, just lost in the books. Sorry. Are we doing something tomorrow? Do we know where we're going? We're staying here, aren't we?
We could stay here the night, I guess, but no, we have made no plans. But I guess if we're all in separate places, it's probably best we discuss in the morning. But no, you look like you've had a semi-busy afternoon here, Alethea, and he'll just do exactly the same nod as he did before, as he saw you walking past. But still not say anything. See you for breakfast, Alethea. I'm glad to see you okay.
Okay. Thanks for coming to check.
Bye.
Hi, Tom.
No problem. Tom, do you... well, I know you don't need to sleep. Do you want to rest, or do you want to go get a couple of drinks before we turn in for the night?
Tom opens his chest cavity and pulls out a pint. I've got all the drinks.
Best friend ever.
I doubt it. God, you could easily be my best friend one day, Tom.
just refills the tankard and passes it back again.
I think I'm going to be asleep quite soon, Tom.
That's fine.
Take a little bit longer with this one. I'll walk with this one.
It's a walking beer.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, if everyone else is turning in, I will say my good nights to Tom and ask him to stay out of trouble.
Okay.
Amazing. Is everybody else turning in now?
If I have had a few extra beers, I will say, love you, Tom.
Love you too, Balfour.
I will be staying here until the barkeep physically kicks me out because we're just drinking and giggling away like schoolgirls and knocking back the shots.
Well, that's what they will do. We're closing up now, loves. You've got to have homes to go to, beds to go to, off you go. So where?
Can we take a bottle to go?
Huh?
Can we have a bottle to go?
Yeah, go on then, just because it's you two.
Thanks.
Just fine. Tommy's a walking distillery.
So where are you heading off to, Hayes? Are you staying at Stormholt? Are you staying at the tavern? Or are you staying with Jocelyn?
I'll probably stay with Jocelyn.
Okay, that's cool.
I
mean, if there's anything else, are you going to sleep immediately? Don't need to answer that question if you don't want to.
Get a girl drunk enough, she'd probably do anything. So no, we're not going to sleep immediately.
That's fair enough. But you will be going to sleep at some point, I assume.
Yes.
Amazing.
No, you weirdos, you'll be having pancakes.
Is that the code word for it now? Okay. So, the night draws on. You're all asleep, resting, meditating, powered down, whatever that looks like for Tom.
Tom went back to the town square,
sort
of facing the exit, and he's just sort of stood sentry, so semi-powered down, but keeping an eye out for any impending trouble.
But content as much as Tom can be.
Yeah, Tom's fine. He's just quite placidly just standing there waiting for everybody to reconvene in the morning. Mm-hmm. So he's in his shutdown mode where he's still alert, but sort of on low battery.
You're on standby.
You've got a semi.
Yeah, Tom's on standby.
He said he was
Semi-on.
semi turned off, so that means he's also semi on.
Cool. Well, the night passes peacefully for most of you. Hayes, it does not pass peacefully for you.
Oh,
Now, I am going to send you something on message. If you want me to read it, I can read it out if you want, or we can continue to converse via Messenger. So I'm sending this to you now. You
Okay.
sleep fitfully. You dream, and that is what you dream.
okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And you wake up. You have the full benefit of a full rest, but you will feel unsettled because of that.
That's fine.
Okay. And are you all meeting up again?
Just to confirm, I put a spell into my Ring of Spell Storing with my last spell slot, and I spent, a good full 15 minutes learning my many spell scrolls.
Oh, good. I'm sure none of that will come back to bite me in the future. So what do you have in your Ring of Spell Storing?
Oh, I had a level 3 spell slot left, so that's a Melt Meteors in there.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Awesome.
And there's still an invisibility in there.
Great. I'll probably need to find a way to keep track of all your spells and stuff. I trust you with all your spell slots and shit and money and things, because I don't want to manage that as well. Okay, that's fine. Angela, do you have any questions about what I've sent you?
No.
No. You know why I've
No.
sent you. Remember why I've sent you that?
I think so, yes.
Yes.
Because the evil hero zapped you with all his
Because you got a lot of
memories.
information in one go, so
Yes.
that's why. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. And everyone is now reconvened, happy, mostly rested. Are you ready to make a move? And where do you want to go? I will guide you, because if you don't choose what I've prepared, I may hurt you.
Did we get a long rest?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think I've used anything to change.
Okay, so you are currently in Nepenthe. I know where I have prepared for you to go, but do you have any longer term aims or anywhere that you're aiming for? We did have the discussion whether you wanted to travel via steppe or travel overland. And I hope you're continuing with the answer I kind of got over Messenger.
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
100%.
We'll take the step then.
I mean, I do have something.
No,
I mean,
no,
not as
think
well
we're
prepared as
going to
before.
go overland.
That's fine.
I think, is what I was
Where are
thinking we
you
were gonna
going
do.
overland to?
Well, the world seems to have changed somewhat.
The world will continue to change slightly. I will be editing this map, adding in villages as needed, and potentially other changes. So
I've never heard of Brel before.
it's quite famous.
Oh.
Do you have anywhere in mind that you were aiming for?
Brel?
Well, that's on your way.
No, I thought we was going to be heading towards the home of
Rolling Docks.
Rolling Docks, yeah.
Which was memory
Elythian.
test. Elythian, that's right. So you're heading overland from Nepenthe over here. Now, for a little bit of guiding purposes and future encounters, you will be heading via Brel and Sonora before finally arriving at Elythian. So that's the overland journey, if that is okay with you.
That's fine.
I assume so. Okay, so you wake up, you reconvene. Oh, feeling good, having breakfast. Make sure you're all full in your tummy tums and you're heading off. What time of day are you heading off?
As soon as
Crack of
Olivia
dawn.
meets us at the inn.
Literally crack of dawn, no heavy sleepers. That's the route. Love it. Thank you very much, Alithia. So, if you're heading off bright and early at the crack of dawn,
Breakfast first.
obviously, and you travel towards Brel. I am going to say, again, the mechanics of how long it takes to travel on this map are fluid, dependent on story time allowances, because no one wants to spend doing 15 encounters for a long journey. So I'm going to say you have some fairly swift horses that you've borrowed from Stormholt, because horses are kind of like universal currency, I think, in my world now. And it will take you... Hang on, I think I did actually put in here...
I have to get paid.
Someone got paid.
Oh my god.
Amazing. That's fine. We can continue. It will take you a good, just over half a day. So you're travelling together first thing in the morning. You'll stop for lunch along the way, travelling through the forests around Nepenthe, heading across the plains towards Brel, and you will arrive in this location in the early afternoon. So again, it's starting to get dark. Well, not starting to get dark because this is midsummer. So the weather is very warm. So it is a lovely warm day. Let's say the fantasy equivalent of about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, can everyone roll me, let's say, a history check?
Ooh, history.
Terrible history.
What the fuck?
Hey. Somebody's in
Baltha,
there.
I don't need you to roll for this.
We know that she's a nerd.
Exactly.
Actually, it makes sense. Alithia's a nerd. David, makes sense for you to know this. Baltha, I'm going to say you automatically know this. And Tom will probably not care. But anyway, so Brel, you all know, is quite a famous little town. It is famous for training and producing some of the finest athletes, fighters and warriors outside of Bremore. So it is like a hub of where talent goes to train and learn. It's more your dojos, more your Karate Kid and Rocky than it is like gladiator style stuff. So it takes in the best of the best, hones them, trains them, and either they go on to become performers and demonstrate skills in other various places, or they commute to Bremore to enter the various armies and more tactical training. So
Is that at Brel, did you say?
that's at Brel, yes.
Yep.
So that's why Baltha would probably know about this as well, just from your history.
Yes.
Do you share anything about your knowledge on the way? Is there anything you talk about it together as you travel, apart from practicing your
Do you
Dwarvish?
shut up talking about it on the way? Is it one of them that you can't help but stop talking about?
I will tell everyone, yeah, it's this place we're going Brel is. We might find quite a lot of intimidating people there. Potential warriors. We might tread carefully, maybe. We don't want to upset anybody.
And Timothy, have you seen the size of me?
I mean, David, you're more of a musical performer, so you may
Yes.
know of some athletes that have come from this, like sports performers and anything like this. So you may have come across them as well in your travels. But I will move you on to the town gates of Brel as you approach it.
Alethea made Balfour repeat everything of that in Dwarvish just so she could practice some more.
Okay. Let me just double check where we are.
just point out all the way on this journey, I have walked the middle of the road, the middle of the path, all the way up.
Yep, understandable.
He's lagging behind because I've been asking him to brew some more beer, which he will presently have, I believe.
Yes, that's what he's
Pouring it
doing.
as we speak. Is that...
Okay, so you are entering Brel from the left-hand side. You have passed through some farmers' fields. This is where you are.
Everything look as it should.
Do you want to roll me a perception? Do you want to
Who is it? All of
investigate?
us.
You can do what you want.
I'm back. Sorry.
Oh,
So Hayes especially, Balthor as well, you will notice these fields, they've not been farmed in a while. This is peak of summer, so we're heading towards harvest, so these crops should be ripe and they should be weeded, they should be watered, but in this heat they are wilting. There's weeds everywhere. Things aren't as well tended as they should be. And you can see the walled gates of Brel in front of you, but the gate stands open.
Well, that wouldn't be normal, would it?
No.
No.
Does Brel not normally have an open door policy?
While you were on your mercy,
Beer run.
your mercy roll, I was just filling everyone out. Brel is a semi-famous town known for producing athletes and fighters. It's where people come to train, but not in a gladiatorial sense, more like a Rocky and Karate Kid sense.
Gymnasts and athletes
And
like
fighters and monks.
Olympians
Yes.
rather than
That's the one.
fighters.
Yeah, but the best fighters from here will sometimes then go to Breamore to enter the more tactical side of war.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, you would know that this place is usually quite not officious, but it runs on a tight schedule.
Things don't look right here, guys. I'm not sure.
It must be quite a strong place. It must be quite confident in themselves, just leaving everything open like that.
Well, I mean, my first thought is we've seen these meteorites hitting everywhere. What happens if one hit here? It could have changed things somewhat. Maybe we should go in and investigate carefully.
Okay. I'm not putting you in any kind of order, so free actions, move where you want, do where you want.
Yeah, I'll follow in.
I will try and get to the front, but if anyone else is wanting to leave, they can do.
No, I'm just following.
I'll be doing the same.
Yep, you walk up to...
Obviously, Tom will be doing the same.
You walk up to these gates and they're not secured. There's a little bit of a... They're not light enough to swing in the breeze, but it just takes a gentle push and it's half open, so...
Can Tom, not knowing his own strength, just ram them open with his big robot?
Of course he can.
Rather noisily, I might add.
Yes.
Alethea has literally gone, because she's not gone on horseback, she's obviously on Nebula, so she's gone up and onto the top of the gate there.
It's like a walk along the top. You would normally expect to see at least one sentry out there. It's not because they expect any trouble, but it's good training, it's good discipline. It's what you would expect to see almost like an army barracks. So there's no one here.
Hey, wait up, guys, wait up, don't leave me. I'm coming. I'm going to catch up with everybody and follow through.
Can Tom loudly just go, hello?
Okay.
Hi, I'm Tom.
So,
And to see if anybody answers.
so as you shout, he's still on the map. There is a guy down here who is hiding in the bushes, tucked next to this, what looks like a storage shed or something. And he is hidden in these bushes. And he has heard you shout. And he's like, shh, shh, Shush. Shush.
Tom, please.
Can I do a roll?
If you can.
Okay.
Can I do some form of roll to see if I shit myself when he jumps out of the bushes?
Of course, you can do a shit yourself roll. What would that
What would
be?
it be?
If I was Vanguard, I'd be doing a do I punch him in surprise roll. Ah!
Do you want to do a constitution to see whether you haven't, but it's close.
Right. Just with him coming out of bushes specifically, it was just a bit.
It startles you. You're a little bit on edge anyway, especially because this is not like how you would expect a town to look. It is kind of eerily empty. And he is like ashen face and white.
Well, as he jumps out and scares us all, I'm going to pull out my axe and go, halt, who goes there?
I am Archer, leader of the Gorgonites.
Neil, you need to be quiet.
I'll get down and hide in the bushes with him.
Yeah.
And hope, signal for everybody to get in so we can hear what the hell's going on.
There are gnolls over there.
There's what?
Gnolls. And he's pointing more towards the village proper. And he looks
Is
scared.
this a house or a shed?
It's like just like a storage shed.
Can we go inside it and just shut the door behind us?
I mean, you can if you want to. There is no map for this or any kind of thoughts that you would go into this place. So of course you can go in there.
It's more. It doesn't matter if everybody goes in. It's more a case of just talk.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't do this whispering. I can't hear the whispering. Just talk.
If you want to grab
Nobody
him,
can hear you.
yeah. So you physically grab him and move him inside this storage shelter.
Yeah.
What do you want us to ask?
What's going on? You're supposed to be the best of the best. What the hell?
I've only just started. I've not been here long. Something's happened. It's the big festival today. It's the Champions Festival, and people have gone nuts. And then the gnolls turned up. I can't fight them. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm still working with a stick.
Where's everyone else?
They're at the square. But I didn't realise they all went. And there were these things here, and I can't fight them. Can you help?
Stick with us. Stay close by me. Do not leave my side, and we'll get you up to the square to the rest of them.
Okay.
And I'm assuming everybody heard the conversation.
Yeah. If they were in there with you or around, then yes. Otherwise, no.
Edition was there, so Alethea heard it. Alethea's still at the top.
Cool. Nice.
Sick joke.
Yeah. Okay, Tom and Balthor. Tom, you've moved ahead. How are you doing it?
Clunkily and loud.
Yep, that's cool.
That's Tom.
I'm following, going quietly, but Tom, try to be quiet, Tom.
Okay.
Because I'm not on my own, I'll be sticking shadows with this other geezer.
Cool.
I mean, I can try to be quiet, but I can guarantee it won't go well.
I'm not asking you to stealth. I'm just asking you to not clunk. You know.
I can't not clunk. I'm a big robot man.
Clonk's gonna clonk, and this is echoey. So Tom, can you roll me a perception?
Sure thing. +0. A
Great.
4.
Great. With a 4, you do, however, notice that there is this crashed, broken-looking cart and a huge gnoll, basically chewing at something. Hasn't noticed you, surprisingly.
I mean, it's going to in a second,
It
isn't
is
it?
going to in a second, yes.
As I clunkily approach it and introduce myself.
Okay, well, if you can do that, if everyone wants to prep for rolling initiative, which we will be doing
Before
in a
he
moment.
does that, me and this other geezer who's going to go around the back of this building so we're out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to stealth our way past it all.
Cool, that's fine.
Hi, I'm Tom.
Hi, Tom. Hayes, can you give me a quick perception?
What's that? Yeah.
25. Okay, so at the bottom of the map, you can see there's some kind of impromptu market. You can see that it doesn't look great. Things have been knocked over, things have spilt. There's some banners that should be hanging up, waving nicely, but they're fallen and they're torn. This looks like something that has been put up and then trampled. So that's what you see walking around the back there. And with a 25...
I'm saying if it's a market style, does it look like there's anything interesting
No.
that might have been knocked over?
It's kind of like the food area, like a food court type thing. But the food is spilt and smashed. With a 25, I'm going to say as well, as you come round the corner of the building, in the distance, off to the far right, you can see smoke. And you hear a loud bang. But not so loud that everyone else hears it. It's like happens in the distance.
Right, okay.
So, Tom, would you like to roll me some initiative?
Sure thing.
Ooh,
Meh.
meh. If anyone else wants to... Actually, can you all roll initiative? Then we can keep it all in some kind of order. Some kind of order.
I will swap initiatives with Tom.
But I got a crit. It's not fair.
Well, you can... What
Plus
if...
9 to initiative.
It doesn't work on them. You can go first anyway, that's fine.
One of my best rolls, and I'm still dead last.
Okay, so we're going to start with Tom then.
Yes.
Okay, Tom. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm in melee range with it.
Introduce yourself.
So I've obviously gone over and introduced myself. Has it then turned and like snarled and been like,
Oh, it is.
like it's about to attack me?
It is absolutely.
So it's
having
a
the time of
perceivable
its
threat.
life. Yes,
It's a
absolutely.
perceivable threat. Okay. Let's start off with then. Let's go with. Let's go with a thunder wave. Let's do a thunder wave.
Pika.
Amazing.
I'm not going to upcast it. I'm just going to cast it at level 1. That's a DC 15 con save. Ignore that 10. That's the sharpshooter thing trying to include itself.
That. Sorry. Which one is it?
DC 15 con save.
It saves.
Okay. Takes
so-
half damage, so it takes 4 damage and isn't pushed away.
Okay. It shrugs it off slightly and carries on chewing whatever it is it's chewing.
Okay, so then it'll be bonus action.
How loud
tiny
is?
cannon.
How loud is a thunder wave?
Very loud, I would
is it
imagine.
like thunder?
A thunderous
You can hear it
hoop
300 feet
audible
away.
out to 300 feet.
Oh, to 300 feet. Okay then.
The entire village would hear this thunder wave.
Well, then they do.
And if they didn't hear the thunder wave, they would very soon hear the cannon.
That's great.
Here comes a cannon.
That hits.
For 10 damage. And it gets pushed 5 feet away from me.
Where would you like it to go? Diagonal?
Just
opposite?
straight away. Yeah, the angle that I'd be facing.
Fantastic. Okay, is there any other actions?
That'll be me.
That's you. David. So from back there, not quite sure whether you would have seen, but either way, you have heard Tom start pounding the shit out of something, excuse the turn of phrase, exploding things. What would you like to do?
I would like to
What mean?
come up a little bit closer and start playing my guitar while casting Dissonant Whispers. and it's going to be the nastiest, most bassy baby shark you've ever heard.
I was before you. Bitch.
I was just about to say, sorry, I missed that because you were at the top.
No, it's
and
all
gone
right. Do his first. I'm not doing anything of interest.
No, that's fine.
Do his first.
I'll come to you afterwards. I'd already moved down my list. That's why. So you are doing the basiest of baby sharks.
Yes.
That's a great phrase. Right. So, where are you
Wisdom
aiming it
save.
at, and where are you aiming it to?
This thing here.
That one there. Okay. So it is a wisdom save.
Yes.
Oh,
Meets it.
Boo.
It likes heavy metal. It's a knoll. It doesn't quite throw up the horns, but it's close. Okay.
That is fine. That is fine.
Anything else?
It's still half damage.
Oh, still half damage. Oh, how much was that? So that's
14.
how
so
much?
7.
Oh,
7.
it throws up the horns in the most metal way possible, and then dies. Just
Yeah, it killed one. The music killed them. The music killed them.
What does it look like when you kill with the music? So dissonant whispers. Is it like migraine or is it like pounding bass? Paint me a picture.
I'm thinking. That doesn't seem like a cracking idea, but I'm thinking it's you just as you see with something the bass, you literally see the shockwaves come off the strings and reverberate out.
I like that. So you're basically vibrating its head to death.
Pretty
Yes,
much. I pretty much told it. I pretty much says to him, Jack Black's Pick a Destiny.
Cool. Yep.
When he's blowing all the heads off.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, so Hayes, we will. Oh, if there anything else that you would like to do, David?
There is nothing else I can do.
Wonderful. In that case, we will hop back to Hayes.
So I'm going to ask this dude, what's your name?
Neil.
Neil. Where's the square? Well, that way, I guess.
Yeah, just follow the main road, just straight through.
Right, change of plan. Stay here. Lock yourself in there.
Okay.
I'll come and get you when it's safe.
Okay.
I can
I'll
move
do
faster without you.
Cool, and he does that very quickly.
Sweet. So I am going to stealthily and very cautiously, because I'm now on my own again, I would like to move as far up as I can using my action to dash.
Okay. Where are you intending to move to?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then how high is this?
It's only like 3 steps. So it's not like a huge arena, but it's almost like a little fighting pit that would have an audience. And when you approach it, you can see again that there are articles of clothing that have been abandoned. It's blood stained. It is kind of grim.
Right, I'm just going to go as far as there and hide in the bushes.
Yep.
Stealthily and cautiously.
Nice.
Nervously.
Okay, and that everything you want to do?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, now it is my turn. Well. So this bigger knoll over here heard all your clattering and has moved up to see what all the fuss is about. So it is going to head towards its comrades here and going to use... that was only 15. And is going to bark at them to make them aware that something is here. And it is going to carry on down this road towards Tom. And it is Balthur's turn next.
I'm going to turn to Alethea, knowing everything's kicking off anyway, and be like, are you joining us, Alethea? I can't protect you if you stay back here on your own.
So, What was that, Balfour?
I said, are you staying here? Because if you do, I can't protect you.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be okay.
Hmm. Yeah, I can get to there with my lovely 25 foot of movement. 20 feet away. So I am going to throw one of my javelins at that knoll we can see there.
Nice. Oh, that's brilliant. Yep, that hits.
That hits.
Oh, yes.
I have
Lovely.
a +5 to damage. That's not lovely at all.
No.
Ugh.
So what does it look like when you throw it? Are you just overarm, just flinging it towards it?
It looks like I've maybe been here before, so it's quite good javelin form. Like as if the athletes here would be somewhat proud of the accuracy and technique in that throw.
Lovely.
And then with my extra attack, I will throw another javelin at it.
Fantastic. Oh, that's even better.
And with confidence growing, yeah,
Yes.
the second one is going to be even better. Hopefully with more damage.
Yeah, 1 point off max.
This thing does not look good. Do the javelins stay impaled in it, or have they
Yes,
glanced
they
off?
do. No, I'm guessing with the 24 and 27, I've hit some meat rather than.
Where have you aimed for? Where is it sticking out?
I was aiming for around the ribs area and just below my belt.
Right.
Is where it's sticking out.
Okay, that's where it's sticking out.
Yes.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
I don't think so at the minute. I will be looking around trying to work out and piece together what's happened here.
Did you want to roll an investigation while it's still your turn?
If I'm allowed to, I
Of
will
course.
do anything like that. With my -1.
Okay.
10.
You can see that there are weapons that are dropped. The crate in front of you has been smashed. I think that one contains a few weapons as well. It's all just been abandoned, for lack of a better word. Next up is Alethea.
Okay. Leafia is going to cast. What is it? Oh yes, Mage Armor.
Classic.
Cuddle Trailblazer tightly.
I was going to say, how do you cast it?
With one hand. And then bonus action to send Prime Edition over there.
Yep.
And that's it.
Okay. And Trailblazer,
It's getting cuddled.
it's getting cuddled. That's fine. Okay. And it coughs back at you. It is the Knoll's
Sorry.
turn now. It's fine.
Nolly.
This guy runs up. Oh, no, my apologies. He's already had his turn. So I got all excited there about all this carnage that I can cause. So those two are going to run up. Baltham, this one is going to hop over this little fence And it is going to bite you. 20. Six piercing. You're on mute.
20, that misses.
Fuck you. I mean, good for you. I don't like that. Okay, so
How did a 20 miss?
I have plate armor, I have a shield, I have defensive fighting style, so
So 21.
I have a 21 AC, yes.
that's fun. Okay, so this thing will launch at you and try to bite. How does it miss? With a 20, it's on precision. So what does it look
Break
like when it
its teeth.
launches?
Without doing any more damage, I want it to look really visual. So as it lands, I'm just going to grab the javelin.
Mhm.
And so as it's about to bite me, I kind of just push it back so it snaps just in front of my face.
Because that's a great point from an RP point of view only. I'm quite happy that if something nearly misses, it's not that it misses; it's somehow you've managed to not let it attack you. So if from a role playing point of view, you want to kind of hold it away, that's cool. I like that. So that's all that they're doing. Can you all roll a perception check for me, please?
Sure.
Oh no. I'll roll Angela's because she's not here.
Obviously not with advantage, so it's a 17.
Woohoo! That would have been 19 if a listener had advantage on that.
23. Okay, there were some lovely high rolls. So what you will all notice is off to the right of the map, so over in this direction, in the distance, you can all see the smoke that's appearing. You all hear bang, 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 and see just like flashes in the distance. Okay. It's
Davina, are you doing fireworks?
Sorry, I'm back.
So,
You are quite far away, Alita. You might be like,
Steve flashing in this.
David, are you doing fireworks?
Not this time.
What?
Not this time.
Awesome. And it is now Hayes' turn.
I would, from where I am, probably, because there's nobody in there now, I want to try and run further up, but I'm going to try and make an arrow shot first.
Yep.
Would I get sneak attack from where I am?
Are you...
I'm hidden in the bushes.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
Tick that then. Just make a straight attack. Does that hit?
Yes, that will hit.
Does this geezer here?
Yes.
And then I'm going to move up to there and try and hide in these bushes. But I'm still very nervous, very anxious. I'm not taking my full movement because I'm scared.
Can you?
So I've been moving a little bit slower.
Can you give me a stealth for that then? Because you've just shot this thing very accurately for quite a heft. Okay, but he still thinks it comes from this tree.
I was hoping if I got a natural 20 on the attack, I was going to ask could I bend the arrow like he wanted, so he didn't actually know what direction it came from.
Anything else that you would like to do?
No, that's my action, my movement. That's me done. I'll be obviously when I can see what I can see on the next thing. Then I'll know more.
Okay, then we move on to Tom.
Would Tom probably try and attack the one that's just tried to eat Baltha? Feels like a real Tom move to me. Seems to me like that's what Tom would try.
Maybe Tom needs some more battle advice about, or is he just all about protecting Baltha?
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, would Tom prioritise protecting his friend? Or would he think, Baltha's probably got that on his own, I'll go after some of the others in the distance that are coming for us, try and weaken them a bit before they get here? That is the conundrum, because I know tactically what I would do,
Yes,
but
what would Tom?
what would Tom do?
WWTD. What would Tom do?
WWTD.
Yes.
Because we all know if I was playing Bogward would be
Oh.
straight into that pile of enemies across the map.
Bogwood would be like dick deep in all of them by now, just like swinging everything at them.
Exactly.
You've obviously never played Elopon because Bogward's never put his dick into any.
Well, he has.
animals.
Just a gnome.
Just a gnome.
Just a gnome.
And his dead wife.
Yes.
But not when she was
dead. Thanks for the clarification on that one.
Phrasing.
Amazing. Okay, so what would Tom do?
Tom would probably go for the one that's attacking Balfour. That is exactly what Tom would do. So let's go with any chance of like some small rocks just littering the floor in my general vicinity.
Yeah, you can see it's like a gravelled.
There is weapons on the floor. There was in a crate and stuff in abandoned. So
yeah, that.
It's just something small and light enough that I can cast catapult and sling a thing at the knoll.
It's a cobbled, well-worn street. It's not ultra. Yeah.
The DC 15 dex save.
To the knoll. Oh. These things are loving it.
It's half damage though, isn't it? Yeah.
No, I believe on a successful save, nothing happens.
So for some reason, these gnolls...
Essentially, either it dodges the thing I fling it, or I didn't fling it hard enough and it bounces off. It's one of those two things.
I think what would happen is, if anyone wants to do a history check, if you want to know what gnoll behaviour is like...
I could do
Alithia.
We'll let Alithia do one.
Alithia can't see fuck from back there. Oh no, you got Prime Edition. I'll give you that.
Alithia just shouts out, "We can't hit gnolls because of reasons."
Well, you know that gnolls are kind of brutish, kind of. They're not known for their kind of subtlety and their dexterous ability. These ones seem a lot more focused. There is something about these gnolls that look like they are with it more than you would expect. Yes, Balthor?
Gnolls are like dogs, aren't they?
Yeah, like big hyenas.
Yeah. So if the rock goes flying past it,
No.
and I just shout, "Fetch!"
No. They will laugh at you because they're more like hyenas. Yes.
That's a crit hit from the cannon.
Woo! Mercy.
So that's 28 points of force damage.
You fucking shred this thing. I mean, do you want to describe the pate explosion that happens?
I flung a rock at it with catapult, missed, and Tom went. Just shoots it into fucking pieces.
You're all level 6, aren't you?
Yeah, level 6.
Great.
Yeah, no, I was
Going
tempted to do a Judge Dredd. You have been judged, and then just.
Oh, it's a party full of bogwards. Right. Okay. Lovely. Anything else that you would like to do? Yeah. Huh? There's casserole.
Probably because he was fending it off. It just exploded in his face.
I would say it moves 5 feet away from you. So as I'm holding one of the javelins, would it not disappear? And I'm still just holding the javelin.
Yeah. You've still got hold of the javelin, and the nozzle's just flown off and splattered.
Love it. Love it.
That was awesome.
Yes.
Well done, Tom.
I got a 6 and an 8, and then an 8 and a 6.
Amazing. David, if you're there.
David is here.
What would you like to do? You've just seen some pate explosion and heard some more cannon blasts from Tom.
Oh. Well, he was going to do that, but that went up in flames. Literally.
Or chunks.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's the usual. I have a plan until someone else does what I was.
I have a plan, and then Graham kills a thing.
Yes. wrong one. Sorry, give me a second. Do you know what? I'm going to do that. David is going to use his action to dash. And he's going to use his Gorin Rush. Nope. Yeah, yes. Was that one? Yes, it was. Was the Gorin Rush. I'm going to make one melee attack with my axe.
Oh, that's with your horns.
Just going for a ping. 2 seconds.
Oh, it's with my horns. That's what I couldn't find for it. Yeah.
Oh, it's your horns. I mean, aren't you glad? I will say it. Feeling horny.
Oh, definitely.
Feeling horny, baby. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's
14. And then I'm going to use extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
And attack him with my axe.
Whew, that
You
will
can
also
only use
hit.
extra attack when you use your action to attack them, guys.
I have made a melee attack action.
Yeah, but it's when you take the attack action, you attacked as a bonus action.
Oh, boo, so it is.
And
I
yeah.
do
You did a dash
apologise.
Boo. Oh, I hate extra
Sorry.
attack. No, it's fine.
Sorry.
That's
No,
fine.
it's new to me, Scott.
Yeah. And thank you for spotting it, because I don't read things. I trust you guys.
Oh, well. That's fine. Okay, David's going to leave it there.
So what did it look like with a nat 20 when you gored the shit out of this thing?
Charge! And literally just a stampeded Minotaur.
Wonderful.
Balthor's beard kind of blew forward as this giant Minotaur sprinted straight past him, dashing like an Olympic sprinter.
Amazing. Amazing. Let's have a look. It is its turn now, and it's going to attack you back again. And it is going to too far. It's going to bite twice. A 25 and a 15.
Oh, no.
Celebrate the GM crits too, guys.
Does the 25 hit?
Both of them hit.
Both of them hit. Oh, I see. Yeah, see, now I'm going to have to start asking, does a 25 hit?
A 14 would hit.
Yeah, but Scott's got 21 AC.
I know.
Okay.
I have a lowly 18, but adamantine armor.
Yeah.
I would not
Scram
expect
special.
that at all.
So this thing, you've gored it, and it leans back, and it takes 2 huge bites into your side in retaliation. Balthor, your turn.
Does it look like these two are nuzzling each other?
Which ones? Those two are there. These ones
Well,
here.
he gored.
Oh,
The
those
two
two,
at the back,
yes.
the bead and the big
Yeah.
knot, because he gored it and then it bit him.
Yes.
The 2 hairy ones.
It's all getting a bit furry over there. Yes, Balthor, your turn.
I think Scott's frozen.
No, I think he's
No,
thinking.
it's got 25 foot of movement.
You were
so-
extraordinarily still then. It genuinely looked like your camera had frozen.
I love these encounters because, as always, I do this first map meant to be like a bit of a warm up for you before we get to the main map, and it's like, okay, 10 o'clock already. That's fine.
So, yeah, we'll leave my 25 feet of movement. And then I am just going to use my action to dash to stand side by side with my comrade, David, to fend these creatures off.
So you're going to stand with him to help him flank. Okay, as he's nuzzling with the other thing. Wonderful.
Yeah, but I think that's all I can do.
I'm sure
Did you have
it's
to
more than
dash to
enough.
get there?
Them?
Did you have to dash to get there?
Yeah.
Even with the take 5?
Yeah, because I only got to...
It's tiny,
I
tiny
was
boy.
here. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I only got to here.
Oh,
So I just, I'll
It's
use
quite
my
a
30
scaled
feet.
out map.
So I'll just dash to get next to Davy to get a tactical advantage.
Lovely. Speaking of tactical advantage, Alethea, it's your turn.
Prime Edition's right there. She hears everything.
Amazing.
And speaking of being right there, bonus action to move Prime Edition over to there. And upon seeing Tom annihilate a Null, you've got this, guys.
What? Huh?
And
Who gets bardic inspiration? Oh, sorry, wrong character.
and that's going to be her turn.
Great. Trailblazer, still cuddling?
Getting cuddles.
Amazing. It is these Gnolls' turn. Oh, this is going to be just a giant pile of people, isn't it? I'm going to have to zoom in because there's names and stats everywhere. Okay, so this one is going to engage you, Balthar. And this one
Do
is
it.
going
Should I-
to flank on this side.
Definitely not.
Yes, Hayes.
No.
Yes, Hayes, that does.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. And this one at the top is going to attack Balthar. It's just going to go with a bite. That's not going to hit, is it?
Unless he's having the flanking bonus.
Oh, he is. That's a 23. Yay!
I say, do gnolls have pack tactics?
Not this one that I've dragged up. No.
Oh yeah.
And that just
They
did
seem
3.
like a pack tacticsy creature.
They do, but I literally just dragged this out of the compendium and it's not on there. So
Does that mean 0?
what?
It's piercing.
Yes,
Right.
that'll be. I have heavy armor master, so my piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning damage gets reduced by 3 when I get hit.
Fine, Bogwood. That's fine.
No, I can't do the damage of a bogwood. I just have. I'm a tank. That's what I've built. So as he bites me, I'll say he does bite me, but he bites a part of my plate mail armor that I'm now wearing, and it doesn't quite penetrate, even though he does latch onto me.
He
Don't
latches
grab my
on.
breast, but
Latches on.
You're like one of those van brace looking things that dog trainers wear, where they bite on and it's just waving it around in the air.
good boy.
Yes. Angela, I sent you a message back because I can't remember how that works.
Okay.
I'll set up something for that. So that swung and missed. This other one is going to take a swing at David. Again, it's going to take a lovely big bite. 16 plus 3.
Yes.
Yes. Chewy chomp time for 3. Yummy.
Your mother hit harder last night.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Can you all roll a perception for me again, please?
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in too much pain from that 3 piercing.
Let's have a look. So,
Hang
Hayes.
on, I'm getting there.
That's all right.
That's what she said.
You. So Hayes and Tom One moment. The rest of you, again, you hear these faint bangs in the distance. For Hayes and Tom, when you look to the right-hand side, you can see now the levels of the building in the town square, which is just off this map. And you hear these bangs, and you see fireworks. You see an illumination, these purple sparks in the sky. Yes, that's what you see. And that's why I laughed when someone made a firework gesture earlier, because I knew what was coming up. So that's what you guys see. And it is Hayes' turn now.
What can I see?
You're not on that map yet. So what you see is the entrance to the square. So you can see the back end of some of the properties. There is some smoke that seems to be drifting from two sources, and just these occasional huge bangs of fireworks.
I would be carrying on making my way.
Okay, so
forward.
You will go on to the next map.
Turning my screen so Ali can't see it.
Yep. So I will move just you onto the next map.
Oh, breaking the screen.
I'm not that bad.
Can't see shit now.
So you can see that?
Ooh.
Yes, so you are at the bottom. That's where you are entering. Okay. And I'm going to wait until you're all on the map, because I want to describe it all at the same time, which I'm sure you can understand now.
That's fine.
But if you want to move a bit further up, I'll give you some kind of scouting advantage if you want to scout ahead, and then when we get there, we can give you advantage on your perceptions.
Yeah, no problems. I'll move when Ali comes out of the kitchen so we can't see it.
That sounds like a real DME thing to say. Get me? Tom. Let's pate these knolls so we can move on.
Yeah, I had something I was gonna do, but it runs the risk of causing damage to both Balfour and David.
And that's Graham saying that, but is that Tom saying that? I mean, to be fair, is that even Graham saying that?
Not really. No, it is, but not in a D&D sense. In a, I don't want to be that guy. Like, neither of them are currently present, so I don't want them to come back and find out. By the way, you've both taken X amount of damage roll saves.
Ali's present.
How would David be looking currently?
Not bad.
I mean, he doesn't do robots, but on a scale of 0 to 51, he's about. No, David's not looking great, but he's not looking bad.
Right.
Do it.
I mean, we know that Balfour's a chonky boy. He can take the hits.
How is David's constitution?
Meta.
Is he a healthy boy or?
He's not great. He's all right.
There's been too much meta involved for me to not do this, so I'm gonna have to. I would like to cast Shatter.
Oh, I love that one.
To be fair.
It's a 10-foot radius sphere, and from my measurements, if I put it sort of in the middle here, it will get all three gnolls, but also Balfour and David.
That's fine. Low Shatter.
I mean, I can cast Cure Wounds afterwards.
So can I heal if I survive it. But it'll be grand. It'll be fun.
So it's a DC 15 con save. It's only 12 thunder damage. Okay. Out of 3d8, that's literally half the potential damage that it could have been.
So, top gnoll, bottom gnoll, and the leader. Con save, wasn't it? Yes.
Okay, so the leader saves, so he takes half. The other two gnolls take the full 12.
Okay, that's rather nice.
I'm running my inspiration, if that's okay.
Do I have to roll as well?
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
It's con, and if you save, you only take 6.
That's a good inspiration.
So David's taken 6.
That's a clutch inspiration.
Balthor's taken 6. And then I'll aim my cannon at the leader.
The leader of the pack.
That will hit.
Only 5 force damage, and it pushes him 5 feet backwards.
Lovely.
Quite low damage rolls there.
That's fine. He's really not looking good.
Out of a possible 40 damage total for my attacks, I dealt 17. Quite low. But that'll be me.
So it is this guy's go again, and he is going to charge forward.
David after me, no?
Oh yes, apologies, I skipped too far on that one. David.
It's not his.
No, Hayes has been going first since the first round.
That's fine. That's fine. So David. So I just need to zoom in my fucking health to do my tits in. Right, that's fine. David is going to bring out his axe and he's going to hit the one to the right of him.
Cool.
Does an 18 hit?
It does.
That's an 11 slashing.
Oh.
Then he's going to do it again.
11 slashing. Oh no, he doesn't need to.
He's going to take a step.
What does it look like when you give him?
Oh, it's just a sideward slash, like cleave him in half almost.
Lovely.
And then he's going to do it again with extra attack. Down to a 12 hit.
Which one are you aiming at this time?
The one in front of me.
A 12
The
does
non-leader.
not. 12 does not hit. It sees you hit and kill the one next to it, so it braces a little bit more.
That's fine. And as my bonus action, I'm going to give some bardic inspiration to Balthor.
Lovely. Now it's this guy's turn again, and he is going to take a bite, or attempt to, out of you, David. First. Second.
First one hits, second one misses.
So he is dodging out of the way of your blade and leans in for a bite. Does 4 piercing. And then snaps too far and misses on the second one.
Yes.
Balthor.
Oh yeah. So out of the two of them that are next to me, does one look more damaged than the other?
Yes, the one that that David is currently engaged in looks very, very bad. The one in front of you, to the diagonal of you, looks bloodied. It is.
So seeing this one biting David and looking injured, it makes a tactical decision to step forward and try to stop this one hurting my friend. So I'll step forward. I had the javelin before, so I'm going to... My stonecutter is in the hilt that I've attached to my shield, so I'm going to withdraw the sword and take a attack.
Lovely.
And as I do, I pull the sword out and I slash it from shoulder to hip. And I am going to shout out my attack anime style, because that's what Balthor's going to do from now on. And he shouts, Serenity Slash, and just slices from hip to shoulder to hip.
Awesome. And what does it look like when you hit and kill it?
So as it's a doggy, I'm just aiming like shoulder, just straight across its chest, and just one flat motion, just like straight through, but screaming out my attack as I do so.
Lovely. I love it. So that is now dead. You have one left. And
Just does that extra damage go on to the other one?
oh yes, how
No,
much?
'cause they're not 5 feet, are they?
No,
Do they
they're
have
not.
to be
They're
next
not
to each
close
other?
enough.
Oh, boo.
I know. I was thinking that.
And I would
Well,
have
what I'm
let
going
that.
to do is with a backhand, I'm going to shield bash this other one in the face to try and knock it prone.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be athletics for me.
Yeah, that'll do it. Cool. So did it take damage or did it just knock prone?
It just knocks it prone.
Just knocks prone.
And then I'm gonna just raise the stoker above my head and just slash straight down on it. And as I do that, I am going to shout out, "Stable mind cleave!"
Love it.
And bring down stoker to another attack.
That will definitely hit.
Only 6.
So close. You know
The
what?
hat trick combined with the damage are very depressing.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm gonna give that just so we can move on.
Move on.
Because it only had 4 left, and I can't be bothered with that extra 4. So, it just died. It just kind of felt that cut in and then died of.
The shield attack did some bludgeoning as a quick athletics, we could say.
Absolutely. So, combat is over for this map. You have minced these gnolls who are taking advantage of the desolation of this part of the village. Town. Is there anything else that you would like to do? Or do you want to regroup?
If there's weapons there is on the floor, if there's any javelins, I only have 1 javelin
You can
left.
pick your javelins back up again.
I'd just pick a javelin up or 2.
And because of your last couple of good rolls, I'll say you can find an extra javelin off one of the gnolls.
3 javelins left.
I know.
And yeah, maybe shout back to Alethea. Alethea, we're heading forward. You might want to join us.
Does Prime Edition go? I'm right here.
That Alethea does.
Does Alethea herself, not Prime Minister, does Alethea herself, is she aware that the guy was told to stay in the shed until the coast was clear?
Yeah, Prime Edition was still there when that happened.
Because we'd moved round to the back of the building, so I didn't know who was nearby, who could see and who couldn't. So I didn't know if you maybe saw him go back into the shed and know he's in there, or if none of you know.
No, Alethea would have seen it.
That's fine.
So yeah, I'll go knock on the floating down on Nebula down to the door and just say, we've got rid of the first ones, but I think there's something going on up ahead. There's some smoke. So if you want to wait here, we'll go and just see what's happening.
Okay. And he shakes his head.
And then she'll float over to regroup with the others.
And are you all moving on to the next area?
Yes.
Okay.
Running. I'll be.
So you are all at the bottom of this map.
Pardon me. The opposite side to what I thought we were going to be. I've only just found us.
Yeah, you're right at the bottom.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the village square. And as you enter, I'm going to paint you a word picture. Let me just make sure that is set up correctly on this side. Lovely. Okay, so as you round the corner, there are some hills, slight hills. You can hear an absolute din. There is shouting. There are crashes. The air is hot and sticky. We've now moved on. It's probably 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. The air is punctuated by these bangs overhead that you can now see are of these fireworks. You can smell smoke in the air. It's just bonfire smoke. There doesn't seem anything in it, but it's cloying in the air as well. And that's where you are. So, you're out of initiative for now. What would you like to do? Hayes, I'm going to start with you, because you were here a little bit before. So, have you decided what you would like to do?
Does it look like they're in festivities, or does it look like they're under attack, or are they aware of what's just happened?
If you've climbed up the hill areas, because it's still, you can't quite see, there are these huge buildings and there's like a bank as you're approaching it, so you don't have a direct view of what's going on. You can hear shouting.
I'll say I used my movement on the last turn then to climb up as far as I can, but I'm staying hidden.
Okay. What you can see is utter bedlam. There are fights happening all across this square. People seem angry. There is shouting. As in the previous map, you can see that this looks like it was set up for a celebration, but no one's celebrating.
Can I make myself look like Neil?
Yes, of course you can. I don't have that.
No, that's fine. I have a random guy token.
Yes. You can, of course, that's a wonderfully smart thing to do. I will give you inspiration for that one.
Oh, thank you.
That's wonderfully clever.
Oh, which guy is it? It can be this guy. We've not had him yet.
Lovely. So you now look like Neil, who looks like that.
Sweet.
Okay. Anything anyone else would like to do?
I would like to cast Cure Wounds on David.
I would like to do the same thing on myself.
Wonderful. You can do that.
Once again, I was an awesome help in them fights.
Let's go for a level 3.
I cast it at level 1 and got 10 for
19, so 29 points of healing.
Awesome. So I'm giving you free movement for now as well. So if you want to position yourself and let me know what you would like to do.
I will wait and see what everybody else is doing first, but because I'm now dressed as one of them, I will be nonchalantly walking round, just walking amongst them as if I belong there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have healed David and then followed Baltha.
Wonderful.
My plan is just to make my way as fast as I can to see what's going on. So if I can go all the way up here, I would. But so if I don't see anybody else down here, then I'll get to about there and look around the building to see what's going on. Are these people here?
Yeah, these are just background people to show that there is a crowd here. I was trying to find a way to populate without having to create a million different tokens. They are just generic top-down people to show that there is a crowd generated here. As you round the corner, can you hear another massive explosion from overhead, and there are fireworks that appear above you. Can you all give me a Constitution check?
Constitution check. I'll save.
Oh, Constitution save, yes. Okay.
I think I might need to add to that. No, go ahead.
Okay. You all feel this differently. So even though those are the results that you gave, you don't all necessarily feel this the same way. Baltha, you especially, you've rolled high, so you can shrug this off, but you feel just a little prickling along your spine, just like your hackles raise up. Everybody else, you feel uncomfortable, but it's not something that may even occur to you. David, you're not even noticed anything. But everybody else, there's a general sense of unease as you enter this town square. I'm assuming Alithia is going to sit in the tree and watch from a far distance. So when Craig comes back, we will deal with that. As you enter the town square proper, as you can see, there is some chaos going on. There is 3-4 distinct pockets of focal chaos, and the main area behind you as well. What would anybody like to do first?
We'll join the queue and blend and try and get a bit more of an idea as to what's actually happening.
Oh, I can't remember. Where have you gone now? Oh, you're over there. Okay.
Blended.
I would probably, if I'm in the lead, just walk into the square, feeling this sort of prickling sort of thing on my skin, but then kind of shaking it off and maintaining my composure. Step forward and just be like, "What's going on here?
Okay.
This is not how Brel should be."
Okay, so as you walk round the corner, there, from the top window of this tavern area, you can hear breaking and noise, and a body. Someone comes flying out of the top window of this tavern, and just has been thrown out of this window. And as he breaks through whatever doors, windows are in the top there, you can just again hear you shouting. There is fights that are spilling out onto the pavement, especially concentrated over here. It's concerning two people in particular, and they seem to have groups around them. And Balthor, can you give me a perception check?
Yeah.
21. Okay. There's a huge crowd of people, and they're mostly dressed for this celebration that's obviously tried to happen here and gone badly wrong. But there is someone here who doesn't quite look like everybody else. Buried under a pile, hiding, cowering away, is a figure in the rubble, just watching what is going on as these two figures are fighting. And these two women are screaming at each other as everybody else is fighting as well.
Do I recognise the face?
Well, Alithia definitely does. You can roll for investigation if you do.
I have an idea.
Yes. Investigation.
15.
It's a small gnomish man hidden among the rubble. It's the famed author, Glimble Trickletop.
Who?
If you watched my video, the little trailer, he was the guy doing the narration.
Yeah, the one doing all the talking.
And he is the guy who's been writing your books. He's the one who's written kind of How to Speak Owl and The Guide in the Spire. He is our in-game
author. He seems to be cowering and like hiding.
Yes. He is trying.
Coward.
He's trying to observe but not be observed. Anybody else would like to do anything?
I'm just trying to listen. Can I tell what they're fighting about and these guys on stage? And...
Who are you? Where are you again? Oh, you're over there. So, what area to speed? Not speed things up, but to give clarity.
I'm paying attention to what these guys are saying and what's going on up here.
Okay, so we have several areas to investigate. There is whatever is happening over here. There is something happening with these three, and something happening with these three here, and there's a guy on the roof. And we have what's happening over here. So you're standing among this crowd, and this crowd they're edgy, they're not happy, they've been waiting, they want something, they're waiting for something to have happened, and the two people on stage are having some kind of visible disagreement.
Can I not tell what it's about?
No.
Awesome. And the crowd seem like they're waiting for them to come up.
They're waiting for whatever is meant to be happening on that stage area. There's a crowd of them, so they're not openly fighting as everybody else is, but you can tell that it's just like one spark, one elbow away from kicking over into absolute chaos.
So I'm going to lean forward and whisper to this one in front of me. It's like, I'm late to the party. What's going on?
Shut your face.
All right, love. You sound like my wife. I will back off and I'll turn around to this big man. Like, I'm late to the party. What's going on? What have I missed?
Ignores you completely.
You also sound like my wife.
Okay, I'm going to leave you to work the crowd. Anybody else would like to do anything? Otherwise, I think I might put you in initiative order just so we can make sure that everyone does what they want to do.
Can I do a history check?
Sorry.
No, go on, let Alethea
okay.
do a history first.
Do we know what sort of celebration this is supposed to be?
I'm going to say you don't. No. Okay. You know that there are many festivals that happen across Cambria. This is, give me a history check. 13. You've roughly heard that this place does celebrate its athletes, so you assume it's probably something to do with that. If only someone was writing a book about the festivals that happen around Cambria, you'd learn a lot more information.
I've got one.
I know, but that's old first edition. What if it's being updated? Okay.
Oh my God, it gets updated as you read it. I love that. Sorry.
But yeah, apart from that, Alethea is clutching at Trailblazer even tighter than before, having seen all this trouble through Prime Edition, and Prime Edition is sort of keeping pace with Balfour.
Yeah. Alethea would probably find this horrifying. Okay.
Tom's going to do his tried and true nonsense magnet method of running into the middle of a big pile of shit and shout loudly, "Hi, I'm Tom."
You're ignored. Everyone is so wrapped up in their own nonsense that no one notices you.
Ignored by literally everybody.
Tom is going to freak out.
Would anybody present have recognised Tom's appearance?
No, I mean, you look different, but...
Am I mistaking something we've talked about for a different character?
Yes. Do you want to message me?
Are you sure?
Am I remembering wrong?
What? Sorry, we
Hang on.
frozen.
No.
Do have a think amongst yourself while I just sort out some plot points.
What did we miss while we had to dip in and dip out?
Tom shouted, "Hi, I'm Tom."
Average on a history 12.
No, not that guy.
Tom,
Oh, okay. I am misremembering that.
Yeah.
That's my bad. I'll still do it because that's definitely what Tom would do. I'm misremembering plot points.
Yes.
So
I've sent you another, yeah. So the guy hiding in there is an in-game author I came up with because Alethea likes reading so many books. I've created an author who writes them all, and on the little trailer video, he was the guy who was talking about, "Oh, hello, my friends, welcome to this. This is what's been happening."
Yeah. I'm remembering the distinct difference now.
Yes. But no, not
I'm
that.
I'm just a racist. It's fine.
Just a racist. Not an owl racist, just a gnome racist. That's fine. Anything else before we...
No.
Okay. David, did you want to investigate anything?
What?
Do you want to investigate anything?
Sorry. Two people in my...
I mean, you want to investigate? What?
That's fine. That's fine.
Two people in the ears. So, can I?
No.
I'm going to slap you. Can I get in between these two?
Yes.
And try and diffuse the situation?
Okay, you can absolutely can do. So you get in between these women, and they are both dwarven women, and they are absolute units. They are dressed both as fighters, and they both have crowds. They have fans.
If he loses the 29 points of healing he just got back.
Probably death by snoo if he wants. No, but these are two fighters who you can tell by the crowd. The crowds behind them are these are two of the best fighters in the village. There's been a rivalry that's built up between them, and it's spilled over. So there is a huge fight in here between the fans of Jodrell and the fans of Sterler, and they are about to slap seven shades of shit out of each other and everybody involved.
Oh, I really wanted to. Balthor, I'm sorry. No, I won't do that. I won't do that. But right, ladies, what the devil are these playing at?
They are screaming at each other.
Can I just lift them both up by the
You
scruff
can
of their
try.
necks?
You can try. If you give me a strength.
Yeah. Is a strength check or
Just a
athletics?
yeah, but give me whatever flavour you want to be able to pick them up, however you want. Nah. I'm gonna say the darker head of them kicks you in the shins.
That's fair. Yep, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fine. Yep.
Can you all give me a Constitution check? Because again, there's another massive explosion overhead. You can all again feel that these explosions going off. They're unsettling. There's something weird that's happening here. And Balthor, your Constitution's 23. But this is not... It's not making you feel good. There's something feels like it's crawling across your head, and with a 23 you can shake it off fairly easily. But, yeah.
Can we tell where they're stemming from?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to have a look and investigate, you absolutely can do.
Sure.
That was the first thing that I was thinking of doing.
So we all have a look around and see what we can see. I see fuck all.
Yourself to.
Tom forgot to open his eyes before he had to look around.
Instead of doing that, he's gone.
He's tried to make binoculars and accidentally made fucking.
Tom's just hiding in the centre, just like hiding his face. Okay, Alithia, you notice there is a figure crouched on top of a building with a big bag full of explosives, gleefully setting all this shit off everywhere.
Excellent.
Firing it into the crowd, above the crowd.
Point him out to me, I'll shoot him down.
On that, Alethea floating up on Nebula to go and then have a chat with the fella there. Not too close. He's got fireworks.
Well, we like fireworks in this party.
Huh?
Excuse me. Yeah, exactly like that, Scott.
Now, I'm going to need you to roll a performance, because at the best of times you're not the easiest to hear. But this is a guy who is loving his fireworks. He's probably half deaf and letting these things off. He does not know you're there.
Okay, prestidigitation in his ear as loud as possible. Excuse me.
He turns round, and you notice that his eyes are wide. They are wild. He looks crazed. He looks absolutely, yes, just like that, scarily deranged and a little unhinged.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Cross-eyed.
A little.
Yeah.
And another firework launches from his bag across the square. I'm not even going to
Push him off the room.
Huh?
Push him off the roof.
And as he's been
fireworks.
Huh?
Like, no, I was throwing out ideas. I said, Mitch handed the fireworks away.
And as Alithia has distracted him, this firework doesn't careen up, it careers down. I'm not going to ask for a Constitution save this time. It's everyone just... As this thing explodes, instead of feeling oohs and ahs, you feel uncomfortable.
Owls and ooh.
No, you feel uncomfortable, uneasy, unsettled. Balthor, you feel angry.
Does Tom feel?
Mm.
For the first time ever, Tom feels.
Tom feels like an uncomfortable sparking.
You didn't
Across.
even see it coming either, because
For you, it would manifest like a not a short circuit, but just like
A glitch,
a
like
glitch. Yeah,
eh.
only small and imperceptible.
Like when Crichton tries to say Smeghead.
A smeek. Yes.
but as Balfour is feeling as he's feeling, if these two dwarfs seem to be one of the major issues, and then potentially brawling is kicking everything off, I will start walking over to them and say, "Stop what you're doing now, or I will fuck you both up."
And one of them turns around to say, "You want to bring it? You want to bring it? I will fuck you up. I am the best here." And the crowd behind us screams with excitement, which sets the other one off. And the two of them now start openly brawling.
Well,
in
with
the
that
street.
though, I'm just going, "What's your name?"
I am.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Well, she's going to push you back before.
Balfour's ready then. Balfour's feeling angry, and
So if you
he
want,
will say something under his breath in Dwarvish that maybe David will hear. David can understand Dwarvish,
Can.
I believe, but I will try and do this justice because it is.
Prime Edition
in
moves closer
Dwarvish.
just in case.
So I say, Galk Janstaeth, Jalun Arvon Mot Halask Dok, Galvela Jansta Chuflaga, Oz Haja Gerkund, Jehefses, Fat Mick.
Amazing.
Which I can say to Ali if he wants to know what I've said.
Yes, please.
Am I not
Can
allowed
you
to
send
know
to
then?
Alethea, but with like some really big errors in there and a few missing words?
Amazing.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna give you all another quick turnaround because I'm aware of the time as well.
Right.
Can I punch somebody?
Yep. I don't have stat blocks for them, but if you wanna throw some punches.
Yeah, he will just go in and.
Oh, are we fighting?
Well, Balthar.
Balthar is.
Well, then Tom is as well.
The unarmed strike is it? You roll a d20 plus your strength.
I believe so, yeah.
I am blind with rage.
Does Balthar somehow miss and hit David?
Maybe.
Trips, stumbles, and punches David in the side of the head.
Cool. As the fighting breaks out proper, Balthar getting in there swinging, people swinging back. Glimble will scuttle away as fast as possible and tries to hide his way into this crowd. You notice he's got a stack of papers and he's trying to write a lot of notes.
Right by Hayes, so Hayes would have seen him, presumably.
Yes, but I don't know whether Hayes would recognise you as
Oh,
players. You would recognise, but I don't know whether you've seen his face or whether.
did Prime Editions?
Is there anything I can roll for it to see if I do know him?
Yeah, because you've got the how to speak owl, so maybe in the best traditions of books, it's got his picture on the inside of the cover, doing the
On the book
cheesiest,
jacket.
yeah, like the cheesiest fucking grin you've ever seen in your life. So if you want to give me a whatever you would
Insight?
like, yeah, insight. I forget that exists, so that's a great one. 16.
Yeah, 16.
That's easy.
A 16, yes, you recognise this gnome figure scuttling by. Alethea, you are pretty sure that it's him, but he looks so different than in the photographs. He doesn't look as polished. He looks scared, a little bit dirty.
Not photoshopped.
No, yeah, that's true. He definitely has not had. Doesn't look as shiny as he does in his books and his literature and his press and his people, and he is hiding his way through the crowd. I'm trying not to move out of the way, trying not to be seen, and again to be seen.
I would be like keeping an eye. If I recognise him, I think I might be, just from the cover of the book, I'd be a bit starstruck, and I'd be kind of keeping an eye on where he's going and wanting to not get too close, but see where he ends up so I can secretly ask him to sign my book.
Awesome. Is there anything anyone else wants to do?
I mean, Prime Edition would have, like Alethea, if she thinks it's him, don't care what Balfour's doing. Prime Edition's following that gnome.
Okay.
If Tom saw Balfour attempt to start fighting, Tom would be joining in.
Oh god, yeah.
There's another huge explosion of fireworks.
I was going to say,
and all that entails.
What can Alethea see with this fella? Then he's got the fireworks. He's got pile around him.
Physical fireworks. He's got a bag full of looks like homemade
fireworks made from meteor shards by any chance.
I mean, if you wanted to roll to see what is happening, then maybe you can detect.
Arcana?
Yes.
Everybody, or
if you feel that you would want to investigate what is happening.
Well, I'm up there looking at them. I'm up there looking at them, so presumably would do.
I got an 18.
I will roll, but I'm going to roll with disadvantage because I feel like I'm
blinded with rage.
Very angry.
Well, you have been watching these purple fireworks explode in the sky. And
I hate purple.
And David and Tom especially, you notice there's a very fine coating of dust.
Almost like glitter.
Almost
dust,
like
everyone.
That's landed on you. It's not enough, so you can touch it, and it doesn't give the same kind of shock as being in contact with the actual ore is. But you can tell that this is what's happening here. These fireworks are going off and distributing this powder across the whole square.
Which is maddening people.
It's inciting things. It's
like bringing out the worst aspects of everyone's personality.
Maybe lowering everyone's resilience to other things that may be going on. Maybe a tinderbox to a fire that was already there and building anyway, but this is the spark that sets off the chaos.
Are the fireworks bagged up, or are they like just scattered around?
It's haphazard. He's got a bag full of these things. They are homemade as shit, but by looking at him... by looking at him, you can tell that he is like the expert. He was meant to make fireworks, so it's not like some random guy who's done it. He knows what he's doing, but these things are still kind of haphazard. He's got a few that look like they were well made, and then they've got worse. But there are some empty ones next to him. There is a scattered ones around. He's got less and less composed the more he set off, and he looks quite half crazed while doing it.
I'm getting visions of the effects that the Horseman of War in Supernatural has when he enters a town, and everyone just all of a sudden starts, like if somebody bumps them in the supermarket, rather than be like, oh, like they just punch them out.
It's almost like this village has been influenced, or the lack of influence of keeping control over their tempers, their anger, their inbuilt rage. Their warlike tendencies are all coming to the surface.
Like being drunk without drinking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get you. I see what you're trying to sell. I've got it. I'm there.
Well, so the more these explosions on, the more you can hear people screaming as they are attacking each other, and as this final explosion goes off, you hear almost. You feel drum beats. You can hear there's a pounding, a change of energy in the crowd that comes from these two individuals on the stage. Hayes, you're closer. Do you want to give me a perception to see what I can tell you about these individuals on the stage?
Ba-ba-ba-bow.
Okay. So, from your point of view, and maybe others may have noticed or not, there are two individuals on this stage. One of them is a huge Goliath. This is an immense figure. He is immense. He is like stone incarnate, broad of shoulder, huge of muscle, intimidating as hell, and he is pissed. Next to him is an older dwarven character who is tired and looks beaten down and is desperately trying to talk to this Goliath character who is having none of it. And that's what they were arguing about. And as the heat and the anger and the explosions just build and build and build within this figure holds out a massive warhammer towards the crowd in front of him and points at Glimble right in front of him and says, "Bring me him now." And that's where I'm going to stop it.
Ooh.
I know, right? It seemed like a good place before that kicks off. I know. So, thank you very much.
So just topping up my notes. That was really good.
Cool.
Just write down my first move for next session.
Yes. I'm determined.
Punching again.
Yeah, I'm determined now that I had hoped to wrap all this up in one session, but I am not rushing through things anymore. So we get to a stopping point here. We will continue exactly from this moment and then move off afterwards. Graham, I've sent you a little message what to prepare for. And we will talk some more. If anybody has anything else that I would like to discuss in the meantime, we can sort that out. So yeah, that's where I'm going to stop it for now.
Love it.
Thank you very much.
That was good.
Well
Well done.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.